Paul, in his letter to the assembly of called out ones at Rome, said if the Jews were cut off because of unbelief, you know, it is only through faith in Jesus Christ alone. I mean, their hearts were hardened towards their Messiah. I mean, you see in 2 Corinthians 11, these Jews, Paul calls them these super apostles, you know, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into ministers of righteousness, but are the synagogue of Satan. He says, and it's no great thing, he says, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. They're trying to bring them back underneath the law, the outward forms of the law, to have them circumcised and observe the outward forms of the law, because they reject the faith of Jesus Christ. Even in Galatians chapter 1, when he's talking about in 2 Corinthians 11 and Galatians 1, you know, how, you know, if they come bearing another, speaking of another Jesus and another Spirit, which ye had not received, you know. In Galatians 1, he says, you know, I would that they were cut, they would just, you know, completely mutilate themselves and cut themselves off who troubled them. Because he said, I attest to you that if you be circumcised, Christ profits you nothing. These outward forms of the law, he says, you observe days and times and months and years. I'm afraid of you, you know, lest I bestowed labor upon you in vain. You know, we're not made perfect by the works of the law, observance of Sabbath days. Look at the lame man by the pool of Bethesda. He obeyed the Jews to set his bed back down after Jesus healed him and told him to carry it on the Sabbath day. He found him later and said, look, you're made whole. Go and sin no more. We need to understand